Ah merde. Et bonjour ou bonsoir, c'est Revan. Hop, donc juste un petit instant, excusez-moi. On n'a pas le temps. Voilà. Donc on se retrouve sur The Council pour pour la partie 4 de l'épisode 1. Donc bon, il se passe des trucs effectivement. Vin et canon. Grand hall de Zeus. Voilà. Alors là, on avait eu une confrontation avec Elizabeth Adams, hein, qu'on pensait qu'elle était morte. Et tout le monde a appris que notre mère, elle avait fait des expériences sur elle, parce qu'elle pensait qu'elle était possédée, tout ça. On a du mal à y croire, tout ça, tout ça. Donc voilà. On s'est arrêté ici. Je vais parler au monsieur.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
I would like to speak about your master, Lord Mortimer.
Do please excuse me, sir, but I shall make no comment about my master. Is there anything else that sir would like to know?
What can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps sir would like to know something else?
Donc il peut parler sur rien en fait.
Yes. Can you briefly describe the ground floor, please?
Very well, sir. On the ground floor, there are mainly living rooms. Sir finds himself at present in the Grand Hall. From the Grand Hall, Sir can access, on one side, the small salon, where the guests like to relax with a good book. From there, Sir can access the conference room, which is closed at present for preparations. That is where Lord Mortimer likes to gather all of his guests for talks. From the other side of the Grand Hall, Sir may access the dining room. That is where Sir's meals will be served. From the dining room, Sir may benefit from an exceptional view overlooking the island. It is also the best way to access the portrait gallery, where a large part of Lord Mortimer's works are exhibited. And in the gallery, Sir will also find access to the garden. But Sir may be reassured the building is accessible on both sides, so that it surrounds the garden in question. So, Sir should not find cause to worry. No one has ever gotten lost.
Yeah, except for my mother.
Has Sir another question?
Qu'y a-t-il au premier étage? Au rez-de-chaussée, on va faire le premier, après le second, et après...
What's on the first floor?
The first floor is reserved for guests, sir. That is where Sir will find his private rooms. The main corridor leads around the building. 3 stairways will enable Sir to return to the ground floor. It is also from there that Sir will be able to reach the second floor.
Thank you very much.
Anything else, sir?
Ouais, le second étage.
Yes. What can I find on the second floor?
That floor is strictly reserved for Lord Mortimer, sir. In the west wing, on the second floor, are his private chambers. In the east wing are the rooms reserved for Lord Mortimer's personal guests. At the moment, these rooms are reserved for Sir Holm, sir. But only authorized guests may access that area. Does Sir have any more questions?
Est-ce que je peux me promener à l'aise?
What is outside on the island exactly?
Lord Mortimer has made a point of keeping the main part of the island in its natural state, sir. For security reasons, only the wharves and the gardens are accessible to guests. If Sir would like to walk along the wharves, he has only to follow the pathway used upon his arrival. If he would like to walk in the interior gardens of the manor, I would advise Sir to pass through the portrait gallery. May I help Sir in any other way?
Alors, attends. Invité, il peut rien dire. L'autre, il peut rien dire. Sur le manoir, j'ai demandé.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Ah, il veut me donner des trucs.
You wouldn't have a little golden elixir I could use, would you?
Oh, unfortunately, sir, I have orders not to give any of that medicine to any of Lord Mortimer's guests. Some guests are here to follow a very strict treatment. Mixing or combining certain substances would be dangerous for sir.
Nah, je peux rien. De l'eau de
A little Carmelite water would do me a lot of good. Could you find me some, please?
Oh, the tonics are under lock and key, sir. Lord Mortimer only allows access to them in cases of emergency.
I still haven't quite recovered after the boat crossing. Would you have any Maltese cross, by any chance, please?
I am sorry, sir, but the Maltese cross may be just a plant, but it is also a powerful psychotropic drug that causes undesirable diuretic effects. I would advise against, sir, taking any.
Bon, parce que j'ai pas les compétences pour, hein, mais... Est-ce que vous pouvez me dépanner de trucs? Oui, tout à fait. Alors ça, non, c'est un psychotrope. Ça, non, ça, non. Allez, vous avez de l'ambre?
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
À donner, quoi, connard. Allez. Bon, je fouille encore. Oh putain, mais attendez, j'ai rien là. Oh putain, attendez. Alors, ça garde 2 sur le coude. Voilà. Est-ce que je peux sortir? Non. Attends.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
Ouais. C'est la porte. Il me semble que ça ressemble à la porte des enfers de Dante Inferno. De Dante Inferno de la Divine Comédie. J'en profite pour regarder les.
Saturn devouring his son. Good God, how awful. Everything in this painting is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this.
Ça, je peux pas le lire. Ah si.
Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
Oedipe, d'accord.
Fall of the Damned by Rubens. The man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss.
Excusez-moi, tire au toto. Ah, c'est là? Attendez, y'a pas une carte là? Petit salon. Ah ah. Donc là c'est là où je vais, d'accord. Je m'en fous, je prends mon temps. On va faire le tour. Voilà. Bon bah j'espère que c'est un jeu qui vous plaît. Enfin que vous prenez du plaisir à regarder ce let's play. Oui d'accord, alors là c'est un gros temps de chargement. Franchement c'est vraiment pas mal et tout, j'ai hâte de voir, de découvrir le fameux de l'histoire quoi. Et surtout, je pense que je le referai là comme je vous ai dit, je joue en fonction de mes propres... je me projette dans le personnage, hein, donc je fais les choix que j'aurais fait moi, c'est normal. Mais il y a moyen de le refaire le jeu pour débloquer, pour voir les alternatives en fait qu'ils nous proposaient. Mais non! Putain, je vais absolument pas aller ici, mais c'est pas grave.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Speak for yourself, sir.
Peru looks totally out of place here. He's counting the 10 sets of cutlery around each plate? The man is completely lost.
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the king's table. I am delighted to hear it.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself?
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too, as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauterne, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favorite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mention that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
Alors, demandez à Wesh.
My lord, I only know the prestige of your name. Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur
Louis Moras de Richet.
de Richet. De Richet. A name with a nobiliary particle. Are you descended from a noble line?
Who does not know of her, sir?
The presence of a particle does not necessarily mean a person belongs to the nobility, nor does it prevent the observance of the rules of etiquette, Monsieur von
Oh,
Vonner.
please, go ahead. What do you want to know?
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
Of course.
He's certainly well connected and in high places.
Surprising. No one appears to know him.
No one knows me, and yet here I am.
Quite so.
My friend.
Attends, immunité, Bonaparte. Conviction. D'accord. quelqu'un et de marquer l'histoire en prouvant sa valeur. Dans sa recherche de soutien en tout genre. D'accord. Donc il est immunisé contre les convictions. Ok.
Monsieur de Richet? It would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
Et là, on va me pousser. Ah, quand même. Voilà, je serais pas bien là.
Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis.
I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about our disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Début de la confrontation.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannons.
Ah putain, non.
I don't know. Maybe you ought to speak to my mother.
Oh, what a pity. I was hoping you would be up to the challenge. Too bad. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
Let the people make their own choices.
You are joking, I hope. The people are simply not capable of
Oh, j'ai
taking
raté.
charge, don't you see? They are an uneducated mob who react on the spur of the moment, incapable of providing a coherent vision for the good of the country. I think there must be a misunderstanding.
What do you mean?
I cannot believe that Lord Mortimer advised me to speak to you. I must have misunderstood. Excuse me, please.
Bravo, Louis. Total fiasco.
Tant pis. Dommage, dommage.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer, and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington.
Washington is a very gifted speaker. Leave him for 5 minutes with sworn enemies and he'll convince them to be friends for life.
Right, we shall meet again tomorrow.
Désolé de vous interrompre. Il est où Washington? Politique.
All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
ouais, mais bon, j'ai pas les compétences pour fouiller sa chambre. Épisodage. Allez, hop. Ah, nickel. Ah, dommage. Ah, putain. C'est quoi ça? Oh putain! Psychologie là! Ouh là 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 là, ça demande des points. Bon, mais attendez. Voilà, et ça c'est quoi? Interrogatoire. Un subterfuge, hein, il me faut. C'est quoi le prochain? Voilà. Allez, validé. Et voilà. J'ai complètement favoré ma confrontation avec Washington. Avec Washington. Bonaparte.
Alright, let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Ok. Alors, qu'est-ce que je pourrais augmenter? Manuscrit, plus incompétence en étiquette. Ouais, incompétence en étiquette. Bah nickel, on va faire monter d'un niveau. Allez. En tout cas, putain, ouais, c'est joli, mais. Ah, je suis pas bien. Bon, vous m'en voudrez pas. Je fouille un petit peu. Oh.
Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, this sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Wollner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes, I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
Well, I must admit, Your Eminence, indeed it does worry me.
I understand, Louis. But continue to have faith in Sarah. You'll see, I'm sure, that in a few days we'll all be laughing together.
That's all I hope for, Your Eminence. But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
If I said to you, where all eyes size you up, would it mean anything to you?
I don't know if it's the place you're looking for, Louis, but it makes me think of the portrait gallery.
There's a gallery here? Can you tell me where to find it, please?
Of course. Just go through the door at the end. It will lead into the library. Continue all the way through, and you'll end up in the gallery. You'll see it, Louis. When you get there, you'll know.
Thank you very much, Your Eminence. On that last word, then, I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
Bon, très bien. Bon, même si je savais déjà que c'était la galerie, à mon avis...
has caused some debate. Who did Dosi paint? Alcina the fairy or Circe the magician?
Ok, d'accord, il a fait une porte ici, mais d'accord. Ça sert à rien. Très bien. Eau de mélisse.
Discourse on the Method by Descartes. This book changed the way I looked at the world. Circe preparing wine. What better trap for Ulysses?
J'en profite, hein. C'est une enquête, alors j'enquête, hein. Ah.
Ulysses and Circe at the table. If I were you, Ulysses, I wouldn't drink the wine.
Ah, quand on connaît l'histoire...
A swine in a salon. It's an odd choice of decor.
Non mais... forcément, on dit quelque chose.
Dining on ham. Well, that's very appetizing.
C'est psychologique.
A devil's thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits. The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
Moi j'en ai une avec 5 cercles. Bon, y a rien d'autre là sur la table. Je crois que je peux avoir ça. Ah putain, il me faudrait du subterfuge là, hein. Du subterfuge, putain. J'aurais dû mettre dans ça, mais... Alors, faut voir, attends, inventaire. Clé à 5 cercles, clé motif occulte de la Terre. Ok.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Voilà.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it. Honey, the remedy of the gods.
Soit une altération négative. Affiche immunité vulnérable. Prochaine utilisation de compétences gratuites.
A few pages out of an old encyclopedia.
On va voir ce que j'utilise pas les objets encore. D'accord, la fameuse galerie. Avec le tableau de la scène. Qu'est-ce que j'ai reconnu?
Where all eyes size you up. Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of. And she also spoke of a Medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now? Painting by Ingres. Molière dining with Louis XIV. The king's posture is surprising. It's almost as if he's addressing someone in the assembly. Liberty or Death by Regnault. Well, I'll take liberty, please. But I do understand his choice, even though it seems radical.
J'en profite hein, pour...
Allegory regarding the decoration of the rights of men. That's the least you could say. Celia. That name means nothing to me.
Voilà, dans les jardins, je pense. Est-ce qu'il dit quelque chose sur la...
The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci. The last day before his crucifixion, Jesus announces that he will be betrayed by one of his disciples. The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near, his brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything. Ah, François Ier, Receiving the Holy Family, a painting by Raphael.
Je me demande si c'est des vrais tableaux, ça. Bon, comme je vous ai dit, il y a... Attends.
Amber.
Ouais, je vous disais... Un tableau qui existe vraiment. Bah, la scène, ça je le sais. Hein,
The Fall of Phaeton, another painting by Rubens. Poor Phaeton, struck by lightning by his father Apollo for borrowing his chariot and losing control of it. Moral, don't steal Dad's chariot. A meeting between Louis XIV and Philippe V. I wonder why Mortimer's particularly fond of this painting. The Company by Rembrandt. Amber crystals.
Hop. Non, là, il y a rien.
A painting with no name.
Ça doit être lui, Lord Mortimer. J'imagine. La méduse. Mais avant, on va quand même fouiller un petit peu. Le tableau. Il n'y a pas dans le tableau, d'accord. Bon bah voilà, on a trouvé la méduse.
find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The Medusa. A hero armed with a sword? A hero with a lantern. And the last one holding a shield. I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand. The clue I found said, "Beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected. That is its weakness." That's the key. The best protected hero is the one holding the shield. Thank you, Mother.
Allez.
Let's think. To vanquish the beast, the statues have to be lined up in a specific order. What can this shield be for? To protect its holder? Why not? But in that case, what's the lantern for? Step back and take a second, Louis. Be logical, but open-minded. Think outside the box. Nobody said a statue has to have only one use. I wonder if the lantern was to distract the Medusa. This shield can both protect the holder and also reflect the light from the lantern to distract the beast. In other words, I'll have to make an angle of 90 degrees between the lantern and the Medusa by turning the shield to face the sword. If Mortimer's the one who thought of all this stuff, then honestly, he must have a screw loose. Crazy idea, but worth a shot.
Bon, désolé. Hop. Putain, 3 points.
The statue is darker on the right-hand side. It must be often placed towards the fire, which would explain the difference in color. In that case, it would be facing the Medusa. Perfect for the coup de grace. If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else. looks right, but nothing's happening. Maybe, in this position, the hero with the shield is just dazzling his colleague.
The Origin of Myths, a reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need. The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand. Let's find the chapter on the Medusa. Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the Chimera, the Hydra, the Gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the Gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon, the Medusa.
Bon, attendez. Comment examiner l'épée?
This hero is the only one holding a weapon. It seems obvious that he's the one whose job is to cut off her head. So, sword toward the Medusa.
Bon, très bien. Alors, attendez. Est-ce que j'étudie la configuration ou pas? Ou est-ce que j'essaie de trouver tout seul? Bon, ben, en tout cas, vous savez quoi, ça fait déjà 45 minutes, bah, presque. Donc on va se laisser sur ça. J'espère que vous avez apprécié cette partie. Et je vous dis à la prochaine. Ciao, ciao.